Will your paycheck go up or go down this year? Hey guys, it's Adrian here, the Canadian in a t-shirt. And for the vast majority of Canadians, we'll see our take-home pay increase in 2024. I'll break down all the numbers and I'll walk you through my pay stubs to prove it. Don't get me wrong, we're not talking huge tax savings here. CPP is going up, but income taxes are going down. So overall, your paycheck should go up. But that's not the message you'll find online. This past month, I've seen too many dishonest articles from BlogTO, SixBuzz, Daily Hive, True North. Not exactly the most trustworthy news sources, but still, these headlines are intentionally misleading. They're just trying to rile people up for attention and clicks, and sadly, it works. You guys know that's not what I do here. I stick to facts, backed up by real numbers. And I always encourage you guys to look up these numbers for yourself. Look at your own pay stubs for 2024 and compare them to last year. Just make sure you're comparing January to January. Don't compare January to December. If your income is above $66,000, you maxed out CPP towards the end of the year, which is why your December paycheck is higher. Now in January, it's a new year, so CPP starts over again. I'll get to this point later in the video, but I'm serious. Pull up your latest pay stub and we'll walk through it together. Let's start with EI, employment insurance. The articles I mentioned, they spend half the story talking about EI going up. That part is true. Employment insurance is increasing this year by 0.03%. The EI rate is increasing from 1.63% up to 1.66% for 2024. Look at your pay stubs. The EI deduction did in fact go up, but by $1, maybe $2. Not exactly a strong headline, is it? In fact, the maximum amount that your EI will increase for the whole year is $46.67. That's for the whole year. We're talking an increase of $1.80 per paycheck. And that's only if your salary is above $63,200. This is why I tell you guys, look up the numbers for yourself. Don't just fall for the clickbait headlines. For my company, I'm the only employee, so I chose to opt out of employment insurance. That's why you won't see EI on my pay stub. Let's take a look. Here is my pay stub from last year, January 2023. I break down all these numbers in detail in my longer 17-minute video, Paystub Explained. Link down below to watch that. Here are the most important parts. I pay myself bi-weekly. That's 26 paychecks in the year. I give myself a salary of $90,000. It's my company, so I control my salary, and I've chosen to keep it fixed at $90K for the past 3 years. $90,000 divided by 26 paychecks gives me a gross pay of $3,461.54. That's before taxes and deductions. I choose not to pay into EI, and I don't have health insurance or any other employer benefits, so my pay stub is very simple. Just gross pay minus income tax and CPP, Canada Pension Plan. Subtracting these two, I get my net pay of $2,549.82. That's how much money goes into my bank account. That's the money I can spend. Now let's see my latest pay stub in 2024. Right away, you'll notice that my take-home pay went up this year. That's because taxes went down, despite what you'll see online. My salary stayed the same, but my income tax, combining both federal and provincial tax, went down by $15.52. And so my take-home pay went up by $15.52 each paycheck. This isn't a huge improvement by any means, but let's be honest, your paycheck is increasing this year. Inflation, rising cost of living, that's a whole other story. But on numbers alone, your take-home pay is going up, not down. I have a whole video breaking down all the tax changes for 2024, so please check that out. Very important. But these tax savings are mainly caused by two things: increased tax brackets and tax credits. For 2024, the tax rates are not changing, but the tax brackets themselves grew by 4.7%. That means more of our income will be taxed at the lower tax brackets, and so we'll pay less taxes overall, both on the federal and provincial level. Also, the basic personal tax amount went up to $15,705. This is a tax credit that all Canadians benefit from. I go into all the details in my past video, but essentially, we don't pay any federal taxes on the first $15,700 of income. This is especially useful for students and seniors. So back to my example, my income tax decreased by $15 every paycheck. So for the whole year in 2024, my tax bill was reduced by $403. That's good news, but the story's not over. We also have to factor in the increase in CPP. The changes in CPP, Canada Pension Plan, are more complicated because it's being restructured in 2024. I have a whole video breaking down these changes, so check that out, but here's the bottom line. If you make less than $66,600, your CPP contributions won't change. You're going to pay the same amount as you did in 2023, so you'll get those tax savings we talked about and no increase in CPP. So your take-home pay will see a nice boost this year. But if you have a higher income above $73,200, you're going to pay an extra $300 in CPP this year. This is important. We're not paying more CPP in each paycheck. It's just going to take us longer to max it out. So for the whole year, we'll end up paying an extra $300. That's what we see in my pay stubs. The CPP rate didn't change in 2024. It's still 5.95%. So in 2024, I'm paying the same amount of CPP as I did in 2023. $197.95. But it's going to take me one extra paycheck to max it out for the year. That's change number one. Let's see it in action. Last year, on September 14th, I reached the maximum CPP amount for 2023. $3,754. And so the next paycheck, I stopped paying into CPP. And for the rest of the year, I enjoyed a nice boost in my take-home pay. Now for 2024, it will take me one extra paycheck to reach the new maximum. So I expect to get there at the end of September. But there's a second change to CPP, and this is brand new for 2024. For incomes above $68,500, we're going to see a second tier of CPP. That's this new line here on my pay stub. Here's what's going to happen. Around September 28th, my income for the year will reach $68,500. At this point, CPP Level 1 will be maxed out, so this line will go to 0, same as last year. But now Level 2 will begin, and the next $4,700 of my income will be charged 4% in additional CPP. So in October, I'll see a new number here for 2 paychecks until it's fully maxed out at $188. Again, watch my CPP Changes video to see the full breakdown with examples. So bottom line, if you earn more than $73,200, then you will fully max out both CPP levels. And in total, you'll pay $300 more than you did in 2023. But remember, your tax bill will decrease even further to compensate for this. In my case, I'll see a tax decrease of $403 for the year, or $15 every paycheck. So yes, in the end, your take-home pay will increase in 2024. Make sure you watch the rest of my Canadian tax guide, my videos with the silver thumbnails. Click the pop-up in 2 seconds right here on the end screen. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of The Canadian in a T-shirt. Bye guys.